Two champions, a record purse, and a dramatic reduction just hours later. At the 2025 U.S. Open, Carlos Alcaraz and Aryna Sabalenka each won $5 million for their singles titles. The victories placed them at the peak of the sport, but U.S. federal and New York state taxes will slash their awards nearly in half. How much will remain after deductions, and why are the cuts so severe? Carlos Alcaraz captured his second U.S. Open men's singles crown by defeating Jannik Sinner in 4 sets, 6-2, 3-6, 3-6-1, 6-4. The win extended his Grand Slam tally to 6, making him one of the youngest players in history to achieve that milestone. Aryna Sabalenka claimed the women's singles title after overcoming Amanda Anisimova in the final. For her, the achievement secured a second consecutive U.S. Open victory. The 2025 U.S. Open allocated a record prize pool of $90 million, reflecting a 20% increase from the prior year. Each singles champion received $5 million. In comparison, winners in 2024 had earned about $3.6 million, which makes the current amount a near 39% increase in just 1 year. The distribution across the tournament was also revised, with early round losers receiving higher compensation. Players exiting in the first round collected $110,000, while quarterfinalists were awarded $660,000. Finalists took $2,500,000, and champions stood at the top with $5 million. Although the figures appear immense, immediate deductions follow. According to U.S. Internal Revenue Service guidelines, non-resident athletes competing in the United States are subject to federal taxation. The highest federal tax bracket applies at 37% for annual income above $609,351. For Alcaraz and Sabalenka, this translates to approximately $1.7 billion in federal tax liabilities on their U.S. Open earnings alone. In addition to federal taxation, New York State imposes income taxes on high earners. For income between roughly $1.08 million and $5 million, the applicable state rate is 9.65%. This deduction accounts for nearly $480,000 from the champion's earnings. Combined, federal and state taxes cut the winner's payouts to an estimated $2.5 million each. The deductions extend beyond taxation. Professional tennis players manage extensive support teams. Coaches, physiotherapists, trainers, nutritionists, and hitting partners all travel alongside them during the season. Costs also include air travel, lodging in major cities, visas, and training facilities. According to Yahoo News, these expenses can reduce net income by hundreds of thousands annually. Some reports estimated that for both Alcaraz and Sabalenka, combined non-tax expenses amount to approximately $2 million. Carlos Alcaraz benefits from an international tax treaty between Spain and the United States. This treaty prevents double taxation, ensuring that the income taxed in the U.S. is not subjected again to full Spanish tax rates. Aryna Sabalenka, originally from Belarus, is now based in Miami. Residency status can affect tax treatment, though her U.S. earnings remain taxable under federal law. Media coverage has underscored the disparity between the advertised prize and the actual take-home sum. Tennis World USA stated, although in the first plan they won $5 million each, after tax deductions they will receive $3 million each. Other sources calculated even smaller final figures, closer to $2.5 million. When including both taxes and professional costs. Sport Bible noted that Alcaraz, as a non-resident alien under U.S. tax classification, falls under strict withholding requirements. After all obligations, his estimated range is between $2.5 million and $3.15 million. Sabalenka faces a similar reduction, with her actual payout reduced significantly from the gross award. The financial picture reveals the layered structure of sports prize money. While the 2025 U.S. Open presented a record-breaking pool of $90 million, taxation and professional costs mean that headline numbers rarely translate directly into net wealth for athletes. In the case of Alcaraz and Sabalenka, The celebrated $5 million US prizes are likely reduced by nearly half once official deductions are complete.